We are Dave and Spandana, a software engineer and developmental pediatrician who gave up everything and bought a sailboat. Join us on our adventures on board our 1993 Caliber 40 as we travel the world collecting memories and barnacles. Oh man, I've already got my headlamp forehead, which is a sure sign of boat project starting. Well, Dave has something to do this morning, so it is just me, which means everything takes twice as long because I have to find something on my own, which is tough, then I have to get it out on my own, which is tough, and then I have to get started on my own, which is tough. So, not tough, just annoying. So, today, I think we are going to try to tackle head hoses. So I've got head hoses in this tiny little spot right there, and headlamp, and time for a little finagling, but hopefully it'll be out soon. That is the stinkiest job we definitely have. That is the job that we are both very much avoiding, so I thought maybe I could tackle it while only one of us had to suffer. And then when Dave heads back, then we can tackle some more fun stuff together, including maybe using an angle grinder for the first time for me. So that's really exciting. So exciting things coming ahead. But first, we squish and we stink. I don't actually know how much this actually helps, but something is better than nothing. I thought I could comfortably sit on a stool while I do this, but no. It does not help that the medicine that I'm taking for treating my neck makes me gain a ton of weight. I have acne like I haven't had since I was a teenager, but the weight is a problem. I mean, the weight is always a problem, but the weight is a problem in tiny spaces, especially. So, what do we need? Need to measure first. Let's see. It's so hot. And the bathroom is especially stifling because even though there's hatches up there, there's no fans in here. So every about half an hour I have to go back outside, sit in front of a fan, just dripping and just dry off all the sweat, and then come back and work. But progress has been made. So to show you, the old head hoses are out, and we're actually going to replace that Y valve and that U with new ones, which I have to find now, but we're going to replace them with these guys. And the reason they're in blue, it's not that we bought fancy hoses, it's that that white covering started to come off on the outside, and so I just took some tape and layered it on the outside. Hopefully it'll hold. It's nothing structural, it's just a matter of loosening, I guess, of the outside plastic layer, which is fine. So there was a discussion with Dave, and I agree with him. There is a store that we're going to go check out because we need to add three through hulls to the bottom of our boat, because we just have too few, and then we need to replace a few ball valves for some of the through valves that we have, through hulls that we already have. But it is a very cool store, and they might have nicer Y valves that we bought, and the little UE turn. I forget what it's called. I think it's to vent stuff. But the idea is to wait. And actually, I have to say, not much of a smell. Very, very, very little. So I was able to do the work without any mask or anything. Maybe because I'm a physician, I'm used to poop, especially being a pediatrician. But it just doesn't bother me as much. But really, really happy that I was able to get this much done by myself, and I still have energy, I still feel good. It's about time to meet up with Dave, and then we'll come back and to the boat and tackle on another project, because I think tomorrow we'll go to the GemLX store, which will take you with us, and we'll see what fancy stuff we get. But yes, stay tuned. Oh, all right. Dave is standing downstairs. I hope you can hear me because it is loud. Today, I'm gonna give Mochi, our dinghy, a little bit of love, but getting it down is going to be interesting because I'll show you. So, if we take this line and lower her down, the problem is that the blue line is not long enough to get her all the way down to the ground. It is when we're on the water, it's plenty to get down to the water line. But to get her down all the way, I think, well, there's two options. One, I put something underneath it that's high enough to catch it first, or I use up all the line, I lower it as much as possible, and then I find something tall enough to put underneath it. We've got a few options, but the reason I love this boatyard is that we do have those options. It's just littered with stands and scaffolding and everything that anybody can use. So, very happy about that. But first, I think I'm gonna go with option 2, which is lowering it all the way down and see where we go. It is hot, but it looks like it's almost all the way down. I actually could just drop it, but I guess I could just drop it. It's like a 2-foot drop. I think the aluminum bottom can take that, and I will try to make it slow, but we do actually want to change the lines out because a year of cruising has shown us that we bought lines that were way too thick, and so we want to get thinner line and use these 2 lines for something else. And so we need to get this stuff out anyway, so here goes. Good luck, Mochi! To go from look to touch, and that's the start. 'Cause watchers don't I don't know if we've mentioned this before, but we have no water or electricity back over there where Turtle is. So the electricity we've gotten around because we ran long wires from where there is electricity, but water has been a new one. So our friends just helped me find a hose that comes halfway, and we actually brought the dinghy here and want to wash it down and then carry it back over there for the rest of the cleaning. Just 3 steps forward, 1 step back. But we'll get this done today.
Continuing our barbecue series, today we have Sonny's Barbecue, which is a nice place down the street here in Georgia. I believe it's a chain, but the food itself looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Let me give you a view of what we've got here. We've got some ribs, got some nice looking cornbread over here, some mac and cheese, and some potato salad. All of which looks really delicious. So let's give it a shot. Ribs are juicy, falling off the bone, exactly what you want from ribs. Got a nice kick to the mashed potatoes. And the mac and cheese is mac and cheese, so nothing exciting there, but I gotta say the ribs here are really the star of the show, like very juicy, very tasty. So let's go through our rankings. For eatability, these are falling right off. Everything is nicely prepared, so I would actually give it a 5 out of 5. Juiciness, you know, it's pretty juicy. Is it the juiciest I've ever had? Not really, but pretty happy with it, so I'll say a 4 out of 5. And for, what was the last ranking again, Spandana?
Eatability?
I did eatability already. Eatability is good. Juiciness is good. Kick! Kick, all right. So, for our final ranking of kick, you know, it's there. It's not out of this world. It's tasty, but it's not like something I would like call home about. So I would say 3 out of 5. But solid choice here in Kingsland, Georgia, and we will continue the hunt for a good barbecue.